Okay. In the next 10 minutes, I'm going to solve the #1 problem that dentists are facing today. I'm going to show you why hygienists are leaving, what's causing it, and the 3-part solution that most practices overlook. Listen, my first job in a dental office was washing dishes and filing charts. I knew nothing about dentistry, not even the difference between tooth 8 and 9. There was a seasoned dental assistant who took me under her wing, and she told me she would show me the ins and outs. She began teaching me how to take x-rays, sterilization, setting up and tearing down operatories. There was one evening she left before I did, and she asked if I needed anything. I told her I was all good, feeling I had enough knowledge to complete the task at hand. The next morning she came into sterilization, and she called me back with urgency. Before I went to meet her, I knew I had done something wrong. She looked at me and asked, "Did you put the hand pieces in the ultrasonic?" Oh, yes, I did. This was a mistake costing thousands of dollars. She looked at me and said, "You better go home and think your parents are cute." An absolutely humbling moment. At that point, I had 2 choices. 1, I could say, "This is too much pressure, I'm out." Or 2, I could say, "Okay, this pressure is telling me I have to change, pay more attention, and elevate my skills." I had to swallow my pride and my embarrassment and learn from the situation. Let me tell you something. This woman cared enough about me and my success in her office that she had great pride in to make me uncomfortable and demand more of me. I want you to understand the amount of time she put into teaching me, into making me a great dental employee. You see, great leaders come from great teachers. The pressure she put on me day in and day out molded and shaped me into a valuable member of her tribe. But she told me where I should go work after hygiene school. And you better believe the Monday after graduation, I took my resume to that exact office, sight unseen, and dropped it off. They responded and said, "We're not hiring a hygienist." I said, "I know. Keep it for when you are." 2 months later, they called, and I spent the next 16 years of my career in that office building a tribe because I was taught how to do so. But something's happened in dentistry. It's become a dog-eat-dog world. We've siloed ourselves as individuals fighting for $1. We have forgotten that we are here to serve. The average hygienist only spends 7 years in practice. According to Dental Post, who surveyed 1,800 hygienists from July to October 2023, found that 41% of hygienists were considering applying for new jobs. Hygienists are constantly looking for new opportunities because 1, companies are reaching out to them daily. And 2, there is hope that being in a different office, void of the pressures they feel in their current situation, exists. Additionally, according to the ADA, fewer than half the hygienists who left early in the pandemic returned to the workforce. Fewer than half. Dentists, you know that this is costing you. After the pandemic, hygienists compromised their positions. I can say that because I am one. We price gouged our hourly rate. It went from around $48 an hour to $60, $70, $80, $90 an hour. Hygienists, let me break this down for you. For an office to survive, you need to be producing 3 times what you're making. Meaning, if you are making $70 an hour, you need to be producing $210 an hour every hour out of your operatory. And this is just to make ends meet. You see, everyone in the dental field is fleeing from the pressures of this. Hygienists, we need you. We need every single one of you. You are the heartbeat of every practice. You are who the patients come to see, and you are who the patients trust because you are spending the most time with the patients. You have built connections and relationships. You are the driving force in creating a tribe. But additionally, the dental industry has become overly invested in constructing highly efficient offices that now run like Formula One racetracks. More dental operatories, hygiene assistants, assisted hygiene, assistant scaling, organizing and then reorganizing how the hour runs. The list grows. Right now, we are expecting dental professionals to perform like they are racing in the Monaco Grand Prix. But we've put them behind the wheel of the 1970s Ford Pinto. Ford Pintos were infamous in the 70s for their tendency to burst into flames. It's outdated, underpowered, and downright dangerous. And yet, we still expect peak performance. Why are all the dental teams burnt out? Maybe because we're lighting them on fire. Additionally, the hygienists are starting to feel the strain as more dentists look for less costly alternatives due to the high expenses of employing them. Unless we learn to change and adapt, we'll keep fleeing into anxiety, burnout, and disconnection. Instead of leaning into discomfort that builds resilience, we've settled into isolation that drains it. We cannot change the accelerating dental industry. I've tried. It doesn't work. But we can build resilience. And we do that by constructing the brain and the body to endure the mental and physical demands of dentistry. There are 3 things we must implement in order to get back to the tribal mentality and strengthen resilience. 1, shift your mindset to service. Reconnect with the tribal principle that your purpose is to contribute to the collective. Let go of individualism. Modern society has traded growth for comfort and connection for individualism. In glorifying individualism, we've weakened our sense of community, shared purpose, and mutual support that used to be essential for thriving. 2, master your body. Your body is a tool. As long as your body is healthy, you have thousands of problems. In the moment your body becomes sick, you have one problem. Neglect your body and every part of your life feels it. Care for your body and every part of your life reflects it. And don't get me started about the food in your break room because I already know. I'm not going to preach on losing weight. I'm not going to preach on low calorie. I'm going to tell you that dental professionals are under-muscled. The diseases of aging that we are seeing are directly related to the health of your skeletal muscle. You need to learn how to eat and how to strength train to sustain your body and your brain. When you increase your skeletal muscle, your brain functions at a higher level. When you increase your skeletal muscle, you improve your posture and your balance. When you increase your skeletal muscle, you have better insulin sensitivity because guess where you store glucose? In the muscle. Mastering your body is trading in the Ford Pinto for the Ferrari. And 3rd, claim responsibility in a domain. Leadership in the tribal sense isn't about dominance. It's about accountability, courage, and guiding others with integrity. In any group, the person on top consciously or unconsciously sets the tone. The tribe sees the leader working harder than anyone, holding themselves to the highest standard, taking risks with confidence, and making tough decisions. This inspires and binds the group together. In these times, leaders must practice what they preach. This is what builds a tribe. Remember the young girl learning in the dental office. It was pressure that produced change of behavior and a tribal mentality that propagated success. Teams chase goals. Tribes protect purpose. There is a difference. If you want sustainability, if you want to weather the storms of life, business, burnout, you need more than collaboration. You need a tribe. Pressure shapes more than diamonds. It forges leaders, minds, and bodies that perform, and tribes that build something remarkable. The increasing pressure of the changing dental industry is a signal for us to grow. Stop being afraid of being uncomfortable. It is breaking the pain barrier that results in a stronger version of yourself. Hope for a stronger you, not a better situation. We cannot expect peak performance from a system we are unwilling to maintain. That goes for our brain, our body, and our tribe. Volcanic rock becomes obsidian, coal becomes marble, all through heat and pressure. We're not breaking, we're becoming. Thank you.